Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to EU4 and Switzerland. So, last episode was more of like a drill and chill, a yap session. I'm just whittling out members of the coalition. Do you know I won't leave, especially considering I just insulted them. But mines will come out soon. Ravensburg will come out soon. And then I'm mostly dealt with everyone. Then I can just declare war on Austria. The plan is to use France as a battering ram. And of course Brittany. But we can take this. That's very takeable. Despite its appearance. Also, once I've integrated Milan, my force limit will increase, meaning that I'm going to be less over force limit. Who else will leave the coalition? Berg. We'll get Berg out as well. I mean, of course I want all the miners out because they're more tedious than they let on. Let's maybe make it Augsburg. Yeah, see, we're getting through. And I'm going to go on a massive, I should be on a massive destroy Austria spree. The plan will be to get Intal and Eshtal and stuff. Bear in mind that I've got claims on Sund and Bresgau. Due to my missions. And I can take Tech 9. Do I want to take Tech 9? I probably should take Tech 9. Also no, I can afford colonialism. It's only a few loans away. Also bear in mind that when I integrate Milan, they've got colonialism already. So they have it spread in all their provinces. I'll be statifying everything they give me. So that will add to my percentage, meaning that my cost will be lowered. So that's also nice. Let's put this in Saluso. Lorraine has entered into a coalition. Just as everyone leaves, huh? I could use them being in the coalition as a way to get France to annul alliance with Lorraine. Because Lorraine will be on the coalition side. France will defend me. Well, not defend, but, you know, attack with me. And we'll be fine. Right, Berg will leave. One or two more. And then I think we just pull the trigger. Brittany will give me knowledge sharing. You know what, actually? Give me the knowledge sharing. It will help with the other provinces real quick. I suppose. I mean, I am Switzerland. I do have the money for this. It's not exactly an insurmountable task. If I need to, I could just take out some Berg corruption loans. Take at least one. Berg have left the coalition. But yeah, I'm just taking out the extra loan to let my head of tech stuff help with the corruption reduction. So it's basically a little bit of the money is free. Is that backwards logic? Probably, but it's what I'm going with. It's kind of why I like sitting at a little bit of corruption, just so then the bonuses from being ahead of time just permanently kick in. And yeah, the Saluso separatists are reducing. Makes it sound like I'm cooking them when I say it like that. Augsburg have left the coalition. I think now's my time to strike. No, to guarantee that I'm not using the Milanese army, let's work on Bregenz. I'll wait for the annexation of Milan to happen, and we'll see who gets out in the meantime. Then I'll start putting my diplomats on automatically improve with neighbours, and it will spread out and everyone will be happy with me. One more month and Milan are gone and donezo. So let's actually undrill with everyone. That's something else I could be doing. Undrilling and getting ready. Poland have a truce with Austria, unfortunately. Ottomans are kind of out of the window now. That's okay. Don't need them anyway. A few more provinces under the belt. Lombardy is already fully statified. Po Valley are mine. And we've lost the integration policy because I have no subjects. It's just part and parcel of how the thing works. We'll put this fort back on. Nassau's left the coalition. I'm now only 7 units over my force limit. Pretty handy. So let's put Genoa? Let's put Genoa as my rival. I think I'm not making it France. Reform desire is 98%. Let's wait to get the morale and then just declare war on Austria. I also really desire Modena. We'll see what I can take. Anyway, let's grab this. Bresgau and Sundgau, go. Bres, go. Then we'll deal with Genoa, who are in this because they're in the coalition, so they can't be independently pieced out. I don't mind. Siena can be individually pieced out, not that I'll be able to. Not that I need to, sorry. I'll probably just get money from them. Genoa can just do whatever. The plan is Firenze. Or just stopping the guys over here. I think I need to keep my units relatively tight. If not, Austria and co might cause a little bit of upset. I don't really want that. They're all moving away from Chur. I will take the defensive battle, or are they all going to move in to support it? Nah, they're just letting it happen. Get out of here. Bavaria are in, because they're allied with Austria. That's fine. They fear my military prowess. And here comes France, or not. This is a pretty big war, I'll be honest. To be able to deal with it efficiently. Right, so Augsburg are at war with me because they ally Austria. Bregenz are at war with me because they're in my coalition. So if I siege Bregenz, then Augsburg, then I get into Minga to take Bavaria out. That's a fair chunk of units gone. Württemberg are also allied with Austria. Austria, how many allies do you want? I mean, the answer is yes. So, I need to think of a way to defend myself from this. Again, the alternative is just fight into it. Let's take out Bregenz. Yeah, I think I need to go for the little guys. In most other campaigns at this point, I would suggest merking up, but I'm already merked up, for that is my entire force. I can wait for them to spread out between my forts and piecemeal some of their units. We've got 25k in Milan, for instance. And I might need to take out a loan or two. So maybe it might be my best interest just to go over and above my force limit. Right, we've won the siege of Bresgal. Let's put everything together over here. And I'm going to, remember, put a workshop in Giraffe Rig, just seeing as that popped up on my screen rather bigly. Nice. So we'll put everything together and I'll start picking random provinces where they're in, so I can attack the units. They're going to try grouping up at various stages. So it's just about picking the provinces where they're grouping up in and taking on one. Isn't it? Let's try attacking into here. I think I'll slow the game speed down just to ensure that I'm on top of things. Bear in mind, a lot of these people aren't Tech 9. So a lot of them won't want to reinforce into the battles because they're under-teched. Yeah, I can use that to my advantage. Whole bunch of Tech 8 people not wanting to fight Tech 9. Burgundy, for instance, are Tech 8. I can also go in and out of my provinces easier. So let's go snipe the Ferrara and the Austrian units. Austria might try to reinforce into Mantua, we'll see. I don't think they will. I can also use the massive amount of forts I have to my advantage here. That's another set of units gone. Let's move around. Hehehehe. These are the kind of wars that are fun. Also, look at France just absolutely destroying Burgundy while I'm in the process of just whittling down their desires. Unfortunately, we can't separate piece Burgundy or any one of the sorts, but it's looking good. That opens up the floodgates at the least. As long as nobody touches France, they'll remain enthusiastic, which I can ensure that they stay as such. I can just bring my units in. Where are you going? They've got 0%. They're up to 0% on Mantua. I think we'll come around the side. And maybe attack into Mantua. Again, France are just continuing to push up through the lines. And where's that 21k going? Just don't mess this up, France. Just keep sieging what you're sieging. You're doing a great job. Let me deal with this bit. You deal with the other bit. They're moving around. I just don't want to catch like 100k units in Mantua. I can otherwise defend. And the great thing is, most of the provinces that don't have forts are next to a fort. That's the great thing about how I've got this set up right now. And I'm also super glad that I did not remove any forts. Right, more stack wipe. Yeah, I just need to think of a way to get Milan. Because I know they've got a lot of units nearby. I need to wait for the opportunity to strike where they're not stood nearby. They don't have a general in here. Oh, I should be taking that all day, every day, right? They did have a general, it turned out. Might have to call this battle a loss. Retreat and grab some more armies. Yeah, I think this is a loss. We'll retreat to, say, Fribourg. With the everything, please. Then maybe I will Berg alone. Let's grab some extra units. Why they have loads of extra morale, I don't know. I think the plan is probably the race Alpha again, funnily enough, actually. Maybe also the Free Swiss Guard. Just get everyone in. That's the same as if I had the independent company. But they're units with extra discipline and they come with their own generals. Let's also embrace colonialism while I'm here. Extra provincial trade power modifier never hurt me. And I'm at my max paper mana. I'm also super over on my things, unfortunately. Let's bring this down. I really need to try and stop Austria and Burgundy here. At the moment I'm seeing every fort as prevalent. Everything I can take just adds in. France are also doing a great job at sieging for me. What I'd really love is the papal blessing modifier. Right. Hold, hold, hold. Also, Austria, I need to remove your Defender of the Faith status. Just thought about that. Let's give it one more month. They might take Milan, they might not. Nice. This is really good, actually. I can wait for another tick of the month. Then we go in for Milan. I should be able to pull them off. In we go. Go on, my pretties. Oh, they just won Milan in time. I knew it was slightly less than a month per tick, but I thought I could at least save it. Nope, okay. That's fine. I lost 5k units, they lost 18k units. It's a moral victory. And they're moving up into mountain forts now. I still consider this a fairly good win here. Also, no, I do actually have the war score ticking in my favour from actually having Bresgau. Let's maybe see about moving into like Bregenz and the like, shall we? If I can get into here, I can remove Bavaria. No, let's let France do that. I need to focus on my land. I'm currently going to treat it as if it was a defensive war. I'm also going to bang the fort. Let's take it back. Giraffe rig gains a base production. Don't worry about my money, by the way. This will be worth it for like the two provinces I can take from Austria here. But no, I'm going to take Sundgau, Bresgau, Intau, Eschtal, Modena. Maybe a little more. We'll see. Just need to take back Milan. Brittany, what are you doing? Why are you doing? You don't need to worry about Genoa, my guy. Get near me. So yeah, that's the Grand Company's general. That was a really piddly one that didn't have any siege anyway. This one's got one siege. Ah, that's better than none siege. Doesn't particularly move the needle too far, but it does something. You know what? I might have to assault the fort and then work towards attacking Mantua. So let's take everyone with the exception of the Swiss Home Guard over here. This will be assaulted. Everyone else is probably going to push into Mantua. There's so many troops there though. Let's just take back Mantua for now. At Milan. And let's just keep this on the go. Stop it. Right, Burgundy is almost entirely sieged. Good job, France. They've got such little amount of troops left as garrison. I'm going to take back Milan. And let's just work on here. Montferrat is farmland. I'm also 4 papal influence away from the morale of armies modifier from the church. Well, let's try going into this province here. We're off, we've got internal conflicts. Okay. Good for you. And then I'm going to reform the army, giving me morale of armies. Nice. And a reduction in tech cost. Excellent. We'll take the Pedrero. Hasn't affected too many units for too much morale. I'm tech 10, which means when I go into Mantua, I probably won't have any opposition. Then I'll take them off Mantua. Let's have a little look here. Russia is another great culture. And yeah, we're not really being opposed now. In fact, France want to help me with the attack. Defense attack. Nice, okay. We're clawing it back. This is nice. France also dealing with Württemberg. See? I'm keeping the units at bay and they're just doing the other stuff. Distraction tactics, go. And yeah, Trent are only in the war because of because of the coalition. I think I need to siege Ferrara. Again, I could take my time. Kind of. I might have to remove the something that doesn't help, because I'm way over my force limit. Maybe it's the Grand Company. They've got a cannon though. But hey, I needs must, right? I can drop down to 50k units. Diminish my losses by half. Go down to a regular amount of monthly loss. Again, we'll deal with the losses in due time. Don't think about it don't worry about it too much. I just really needed to pull them away. Unfortunately, the independent company had... Oh no, I've got enough cannons actually. It's just I need the sword manor now. Right, France, don't lose too many units. Keep on the straight and narrow. And we win. Yeah, let's just take on Ferrara. Württemberg will likely want peace. For like money, whatever. They're out of my war. That's what matters. I need as many belligerents out is the new plan. France will come along and help me with this, but let's focus on so Augsburg can be removed, Bavaria can be removed, Siena can be removed, and everyone else is forced into this war. Can I not even... I can't siege out I can't peace out Frankfurt, can I? A member of a coalition can never sign a single individual peace. Yeah. That's true. That's pretty true. So let's go into Modena with this unit. And look at them culture conversions pop off there. So nice. And we'll take... Vord have base tax. I mean, it's the correct culture, so I can just add to things at will here. And my prestige is actually able to rest at 100? Wow. I'm kind of impressed. Ferrara is complete. Let's head back towards Austria and Co. Again, expect a couple more loans here. But once I've pieced out Austria, I'll have gold. So let's go round into Turin via Navarra, please. Nope, they saw the plan. They smell me coming a mile away. So let's take the quick route into Cuneo. Let's see what I can help take. All of them. I actually was able to beat France in somehow. Must have just had a quicker maneuver general. So let's get ready to attack into Forcalquier. Also, do I take this golden area yet? We still haven't had Protestant Reformation. Should hopefully be soon. I'm willing to hold on if they are. So they're all moving towards Genoa. I'm going to just destroy these guys in Forcalquier while they're distracted. Good distraction tactics, France. Love it. I'll take on these guys. Again, don't worry too much about the loans. It'll all come back around. 3 war score there. Let's go take on... Right, Augsburg. We'll not peace out yet. Let's take on Bregenz. Do I want to take on the Mantuan stuff? I still think France need to be the ones to siege for me while I'm battling everyone. Quite honestly. Look at that, I'm outperforming France in this war, technically. That's pretty handy. Also, 53 plus 7 is 60. Okay? 60 plus 38 makes 98. Where's the other 2% contribution gone? Is that the spirit of the Mantuan soldiers that have now been incorporated into my land? Is that where they've gone? Right, they're all stuck in a corner. I think if I attack into Mantua, they shouldn't reinforce. And then we relieve that siege. Yeah, they're not moving into me. They're doing stance dance. Then, also we lost 3k units there. Absolutely nothing. We're turning their units into a fine pace. I really want to look at the unit losses on this war. Once we're done. What is it currently? They've lost... right. So we've lost 60k in battle. They've lost 190k in battle. We're dealing like 3 times the damage. That's so nice. Again, don't worry about the fact I'm losing money. Everything will come to fruition when I can take Intel and turn it into like a 10 dev gold province. We're laughing. I may go infrastructure then into economic and immediately get the gold depletion chance modifier as soon as possible. Hold on. France are in. AO. Let's go help. I mean, Austria weren't almost taking them on at a 2-to-1 there. War score. This isn't even a superiority war and we've got 23 war score from battles. Damn. France are sieging down Memmingen. I'll siege down Bregenz. And let's maybe start to work towards Austria. In either case, we'll end this episode here. This is a fun war, man. This is great. So we'll continue this in the next one. Peace and love. Hopefully catch you soon.